guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Antoinette. I'm a New Zealander living in Germany, and in this video today I'm going to be talking about German foods that you absolutely must try if you come to Germany. So before I came to Germany and I was like planning my trip, I was thinking, oh man, I'm not going to be able to try any of the traditional German food, and I was feeling so bummed about it because unfortunately I have celiac, which is an autoimmune reaction to gluten. Basically it just means that my body cannot tolerate gluten and I have to avoid it at all costs, otherwise I get really sick. So before I actually visited Germany and I thought about German food, the first thing that came to mind was food that was absolutely packed with wheat gluten, like sausages, because in New Zealand sausages contain gluten most of the time. They are usually packed with like bread and fillers. I've talked about this before. New Zealand sausages aren't that great, but I'd heard about German sausages and I really wanted to try German sausages, but I thought no, I won't have a chance of trying them because they're going to be full with gluten. And also like German beer, I can't drink beer because it has wheat in it. And also the German breads. Germany's famous for its bread, and I just had to forget the idea of trying German bread. But when I actually physically arrived in Germany, I was pleasantly surprised to learn that there were a lot of traditional German foods that I could actually eat that were naturally gluten-free. So I thought I'm gonna make a video talking about the German foods that I love and that I like really recommend. Okay, so in no particular order, one of the German foods that I love is Kartoffelsalat, potato salad. German potato salad is so good. Now, German potato salad is very different from the potato salad that I grew up with, that I'm used to, the New Zealand style potato salad. And I think the New Zealand style potato salad is very similar to American potato salad. It is served cold and it is very heavy and it's absolutely like full and just caked in mayonnaise, and it has egg in it, and it's pretty good. Like, it tastes pretty good, but it is a very heavy side dish. Like, you could eat it on its own as an actual meal because it's so heavy. It's not that healthy. And I was expecting the German potato salad to be just like that, but it's very different. The German potato salad is a lot lighter and it is not caked in mayonnaise. It has kind of like a slightly tangy, kind of vinegary taste to it, but it's also really sweet. So it's kind of got that kind of sweet and sour taste to it. And it's kind of lightly coated in oil, but not too much oil. So it's not too heavy, and it's quite common to have sort of like chopped parsley in it, and herbs and spices, and sometimes you'll have bacon in it, which is really good, and I just love it. It is so hard to explain how good it is. You need to try it for yourself. And also the German potato salad, it's served warm rather than cold, so it just kind of tastes like a completely different dish to the potato salad that I've grown up with. And I just love it. I think Germans have really mastered the potato salad. Okay, so the next German food that I absolutely love, and this is actually a Bavarian specialty, and that is the Weisswurst. And the Weisswurst is like a white sausage, and at first when I saw this I was thinking, oh, it doesn't look that tempting, and my husband would always try and get me to eat it. He would say like, they are so good, you need to try it. I really enjoy German sausages in general because German sausages are like real sausages. They don't have any fillers or bread or any of that like rubbish that they have in the New Zealand sausages. They are just like basically pure meat with spices, and I love German sausages, but the white sausages, the Weisswurst, just take sausages to a totally different level. They are so good. So basically the Weisswurst is a white sausage made from veal and very lean pork, and it's ground very finely with like parsley and herbs and spices and onion and lemon juice, and it is just, oh, it's just an amazing combination. But something that really put me off in the beginning about the white sausage is that it is covered in this kind of like skin, this kind of like clear kind of, I don't know, it's something to do with the pig. I don't even want to think about it. But basically you don't eat that part. So the whole sausage is actually cooked in water, and it's not actually boiled, it's just kind of heated through in water. And I know, like, I've heard a lot of people make the mistake of actually kind of like boiling the sausage, and then the skin kind of just like comes open, and it's just, that's apparently not the right way to cook this white sausage. You're meant to just kind of like heat it through. And anyway, once you've heated it through, then you have to kind of like, I think there's quite a few different ways of taking off the skin. I think a lot of people I've seen, they just kind of cut lightly through it and then kind of like peel the skin off, and that's how I've seen it done. And inside is this really like soft, kind of like unusual textured meat. At first I was a little bit grossed out by the texture of it, but then I gave it a try, and oh guys, it is so good. And you have to eat your Weisswurst with sweet mustard. Oh, it's such an amazing combination. It is so good. And like the fresh parsley, and you know, the little hint of lemon juice, and oh, it is so good. I could like have this every morning for breakfast. And the traditional German way of eating the Weisswurst is with a Weiss beer, like a wheat beer, which obviously I can't have beer. And you'd also have it with a bretzel with salt, and of course with the sweet mustard, and it's meant to be like the best combination ever. And unfortunately, you know, I can't have the bretzel and the beer, but I just really enjoy the sausage with, you know, the sweet mustard, and I highly recommend it, guys. Don't be put off by the skin or the texture, like you just have to get past that part, and I can guarantee you will love them. Okay, so moving on to another German food. It's actually more of a side dish, and I absolutely love it, and that is Rotkohl. And basically Rotkohl is like kind of like a coleslaw type thing made from red cabbage. And I know Germany is very famous for its sauerkraut, and I quite like sauerkraut, but I much prefer the Rotkohl because it has more of a subtle flavour. I do sometimes find the sauerkraut a little bit too intense, a little bit too kind of tangy and vinegary. And the Rotkohl has a different type of taste. It's a lot more subtle. So basically Rotkohl is just shredded cabbage, and it's mixed with grated apple, a little bit of grated apple, which gives it this really nice sweet taste. It has this kind of like clovey, sweet, tangy flavour to it, and it's definitely not as intense as sauerkraut. And I have to say, it's such a tasty side dish, and it's very healthy, and I can eat and eat and eat it. I don't know if there's like butter in it, but it's almost got like a buttery taste to it. There may not be butter, but it's just like, it's so good. It's very common in restaurants. You'll find it in a lot of traditional German meals, and if you're not a big fan of the taste of sauerkraut, then I highly recommend Rotkohl, because it's a great alternative if you don't like the strong flavour of sauerkraut. Okay, so another German specialty that I absolutely love is Bratkartoffel, and Bratkartoffel is so good. Basically it is fried potatoes, which obviously it's not the healthiest option, but it is so good. It takes potatoes to a totally new level. And you know, you're probably thinking, you know, fried potatoes, but you have not tried fried potatoes till you have tried German fried potatoes. So basically it's just potatoes chopped really thinly and boiled and then fried in lots of oil. I might add, it's definitely not a healthy choice, but oh guys, it's so good. And it's also fried with onions and bacon, and I'm sure they add a little bit of garlic in there. I feel like there's a bit of a garlic taste, and also rosemary. And it's fried till it's nice and golden and slightly crispy, and oh my god, I am so hungry just even thinking about it. My husband actually made Bratkartoffel yesterday, and the house was like smelling of it all day long, and it was the most amazing aroma throughout the house. I could just eat it all on its own. I could have like a huge big bowl of Bratkartoffel and just eat it and eat it and eat it. And yes, so I highly recommend German Bratkartoffel fried potatoes. Just, oh, you haven't tried potatoes until you've tried them. Okay, so the next German food that I highly recommend you try, and this is a dessert. It is called spaghetti ice. Spaghetti ice was such a weird concept for me when I first came to Germany. Basically, it is ice cream. It's almost like the Italian style ice cream, which is in the form of spaghetti. So all of the ice, like it's put through a machine to make it the consistency of spaghetti. So it's really, really cool, and it's kind of like a white, slightly vanilla flavored ice cream. You usually have it in a bowl, and on top is like a strawberry sauce, and the sauce is so good. It's not like the fake strawberry sauce that you'll have like on the McDonald's sundaes. It's just like a real strawberry flavor. Like they use obviously real strawberries, not just the strawberry flavor. And it's just a great combination. And then on top there's grated white chocolate, and I just can't even explain how good this combination is. And I just really love the consistency of the spaghetti ice cream. It is just very light and just very, I don't know, it's just like really satisfying and just such a great combination. Highly recommend you give it a try. Okay guys, that's about it for this video. There are so many other amazing, delicious German foods that I haven't talked about. So if any of you have a favorite German food that I haven't mentioned, please feel free to leave it in the comments and tell me why you love this food. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it, then don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I know a lot of you watch my videos and you're not subscribed to my channel, so please, I would love you to hit that subscribe button. Feel free to share this video with your friends. Come connect with me on Instagram. I post lots of pictures of my adventures here in Germany, and I'll see you again really soon. Bye!